Welcome to another tech video you didn't know you need. Today we're going to be looking at the Quest 3 and the BoboVR M3 Pro head strap and some really janky ghetto mods that you can do for that are really cheap but I think that are helpful. First of all, I do like the strap a lot, but I kind of like to use it without the facial interface, so more of an open air with a halo strap, kind of like the Quest Pro. And you could do the same thing with the BoboVR head strap here. The only thing I don't like is this gap up here. So if you're playing in any kind of lit room, the overhead lights will kind of glare down at you and it's quite distracting. I don't mind so much the light that's around the bottom or the sides, around the nose area. That part doesn't really bother me. I kind of like that. It gives you a little bit more, awareness of your surroundings if you're not in mixed reality, if you're in full VR. That part I like. So today I'm going to build a really cheap visor to help cover this area and not add a whole lot of weight. So let's get started. First, you're just going to need a standard piece of letter paper, and you just want to fold it over and then fold it over one more time. So this is going to be the basic shape of our visor. It's going to be thick enough to basically block out any kind of light from above, but it's also, it's paper light. The next thing you want to do is measure about 1.5 inches in. We want to go exactly 3 3/4 inches in. So actually I almost nailed it right there. So that's 3 3/4 inches in from the edge. And you also want to do it from the other side. What we are doing is cutting a notch out so we can fit this visor more closely and make space for this this little part of the strap where the BoboVR front part attaches to the actual headset. And so we're just going to cut out that notch now. Now, as you can see, the headset actually, the visor here fits pretty well over the headset. And then we just need to make a few more adjustments. You turn it around the other side. You can see it kind of cuts into where your head would be. That wouldn't be exactly comfortable, but you still want to block out as much of the light as possible. So maybe cut off a part here and here. That seems pretty good. Now that the cuts are done, I use a little tape just to kind of keep it all together, so that way it doesn't come apart too easily. And the last thing I want to do is just take a little bit of painter's tape, move it over. I like this to get right here in the middle. And here you have a visor for your Quest 3. Stays on pretty well even while moving around, and it blocks out the light pretty well. So while you're playing, it kind of blocks all this light out from your eyes, so all that glare is gone. So for the next mod, not everybody's going to like, but I really enjoyed the Elite strap. I did have it for a while before I sold it and got the BoboVR, but I did enjoy the top strap. I felt like it gave me a lot of options on how to support that weight, shift it, and it would never fall down, like sink down in front or behind with this extra strap in the middle. So what I did was added one myself. First thing you're going to need is a zip tie. What you want to do, you can see, you just put a zip tie around this this piece of Velcro that normally attaches the Bobo to the front of the headset. So you have a loop basically you're creating with a zip tie. After that, I just went on Amazon and bought like a big roll of Velcro. This is 1 inch wide, and I'll have links in the description. Just cut out a length that's long enough so that you can adjust the length easily. to your liking, so you can make it looser or tighter depending how high you want to sit on your head. And I used it like this for a while, and you could just loop it around basically the back padding like that. And it worked fine, but I felt like this Velcro strap was a little bit uncomfortable and would kind of dig into your head. So then I bought these shoulder pads. Basically, they're for baby car seats, and so they're good for the baby. They're good for your head. So it adds a little bit of bulk and a little bit of weight, but actually it's very cushiony and soft, and I kind of like it. So there you go, a couple of mods that you can try that are very cheap. It only costs you a few dollars. If you enjoy this kind of open air style. I really do, especially for longer sessions in VR, like if you're playing Half-Life Alyx or Asgard's Wrath or something like a seated long play session. Just not having the facial interface gives you all that breathing and air around your eyes, and I think that's great, because otherwise I think after like 30 minutes you kind of get muggy face. I never really like that. I mean, sure, it's more immersive and it blocks out all the light, but I think it's worth the trade-off to have it more open air and just more comfortable if you're going to be play hours on end. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.